Can we hear it start up?
Sure can.
So it's a one-piece tilt front end now.
It's a 66 Fairlane.
This is my office right here.
Hi, Randy Bybee, Awesome Cars Forever. I'm here today with Mike and Sharla Mahoney, and Mike's going to tell us about his 1969 Chevrolet Camaro.
How we doing? This old girl here I bought in 1975 off of Faust Auto in Alexandria. Paid $1,300 for this old thing.
Well, yeah.
$1,300. And I drove it and drove it and drove it until it looked bad. So I parked it in the garage, and it sat there for 21, 22 years. And I had a company in Anderson, One More Time Rods and Restoration, redo her for me. It's a frame off, every nut and bolt come out of it, and they done a fantastic job, and we're really proud of it. But we had found a thing in the glove box. They used to put a little plate in there that told who had this car originally. So we tracked her down, and she was from LaPel, which is only about 7 miles from here where I live. All them years I owned it, I didn't know that she had the car, you know. And we tracked her down, and she bought this thing brand new off of Hunter Widener in Anderson. Her dad worked for General Motors. He was an executive, and he wanted her to take an executive car. And she didn't want to drive a big Impala or a Cadillac or whatever Dad could get her cheap.
Yeah.
So she went out to Hunter Widener. She bought this car right here on her own, right off the showroom floor. And her dad wouldn't talk to her for months. Well, she got a school teaching job, and she moved to Indianapolis, her and her girlfriend, and got an apartment. And she drove this car for 6 years, and she traded it. And then it ended up at Faust in Alexandria, and that's where I came up with it. But I drove this car, me and my wife got married in '80, and I drove this car back and forth to work, and we just had a good time with it all them years.
And it's never been a garage queen then, so.
No, I drove it, but it never seen any salt. I always had a pickup truck or something to drive in the winter. I never drove it in the winter.
Can't blame you for that.
But you know, it had some rust. It wasn't perfect when they dug into it, I mean, by any means, but so they put all new metal on this thing. The only thing original is the hood and the roof. Everything, all the other metal is new.
Okay.
New floor pan, new trunk pan, and it's just all been redone. And then
So now, are these all new emblems and everything too?
Everything's new. The emblems is new. The chrome. But the chrome here around the windows and the doors is original.
Really?
It's all original. It wasn't dinged up. It wasn't roughed up. So they were able to get it polished out and bring it back to life.
So it's not been re-chromed or anything. It's just they just
that's
polished
all
it out.
stainless steel. That's all stainless.
Okay.
And they were able to bring them back to life, but they wasn't hurt. They wasn't hurt any, so they was able to use them.
That's beautiful.
But all the other chrome is all new. It's all new.
Nope.
Now
your rally wheels, is that what came on it, or did
no? It when I originally got this, it had hubcaps, little Chevrolet hubcaps on it. Then I put Kragers. I put Kragers on it like every young kid did back in the 70s, and I run them Kragers all them years. But it had a 307 motor in it originally, and when I pulled the engine out of this thing, well, actually, one more time pulled the engine out, I went and picked it up, and I took it to a machine shop in Indianapolis because I rebuilt the motor, and they told me, he called me about a week, he said, Mike, he said, that block's got a bad place in the side of it. He said, it's not cracked, it's not leaking, but he said, I don't like it. He said, I wouldn't rebuild that motor. And I said, oh my God. So I said, do you have another 307? He said, I mean, look. About a week later, he called me and said, no, I don't, but I do have a 350 that come out of a 69 Impala. Same era, it's not the original motor.
Right.
So I thought about it a minute, and I said, well, yeah, go ahead and get that one ready for me. And then I built the motor myself. He got me new pistons, bored it out 30 over. So if you want to take a look at this,
let's go ahead and take a look at the motor.
Take a look at the engine compartment. I went with originality. I didn't chrome it up. I didn't put aluminum in there. I made it look the way it did when it come off the showroom floor.
Simplicity at its best.
You know, that's. I'm kind of a simple fella.
It's clean under here, that's for sure. Very clean under here.
I think that's the way she would have looked when that girl bought her in '69.
You say it bored 30 over?
Yeah, we had to bore it 30 over just to clean it up, which is not bad. So it's actually what I think they call that a 355.
Okay.
Is what they would call that now. But
so what about the cam and everything inside?
It's cam stock. I didn't put a radical cam in it. I didn't want it loping along. I just wanted to keep it as stock as I could keep it. And the only thing I have trouble with is this gasohol, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It don't like that very well. So I got to go get gas that don't have alcohol in it, and it does pretty decent on that. Now originally this car, the interior on this thing, it had vinyl seats in it.
Let's go ahead and take a look inside.
Okay. It had vinyl seats in it, white vinyl. Well, so I remembered how hot it was sitting in them seats, so I went with this houndstooth to get the heat off my back.
Right.
Because this car does not have air.
Most cars back then, I never had one with air until after 1980. That feels really comfortable too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And this particular car has a fold down back seat.
And we'll just turn around and can I pull this up, or?
All right, pull it.
Okay.
There you go. It's got a fold down back seat. And they done that because they've got very little trunk room.
Mm-hmm.
So they did that for people that would put their luggage or whatever in the back.
Oh, that's a nice headliner too.
Yeah. Now Art's Trim Shop done the interior for me in Anderson.
Right. They've been around for years.
Oh yeah, he does. They do quality work up there. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. They done a good job.
Can we see inside the trunk?
Yeah, it's a mess in there, but yeah, we can look in there.
You know what? A lot of people that go to car shows tell me the same thing.
Yeah, you just gotta, you know, it's just got all your car show stuff in it.
But it's got plenty of room for it.
Yeah, well, not much more, but
plenty of room for it. Well, they did.
My original trunk, I had stickers in here.
Mm-hmm.
Stickers from the Nationals, the U.S. Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
And there was nothing wrong with my trunk. And my boys didn't want me to take them stickers off. That's what they remembered as little kids, them stickers.
Yeah.
So to keep the trunk and the stickers, because I didn't want to leave the stickers in there, I wanted it like what we're seeing right now. We had a discussion about it, so I just bought a new trunk. And
Okay.
I kept the old trunk. It's all dirty in the garage there, but I'm going to hang it on the wall eventually. You know, if them stickers on there. But
Nothing wrong with that.
but anyway, I kept it. But
No.
Anyway.
Now your Chevrolet emblem and everything is new?
Everything. Tail lights is new. Bumpers are new. Front and rear. Locks new. I mean, they put
It's a new
everything-
car.
It's a new car. Yeah, it's a new car. It's a new car. I mean,
And it's a nice new car.
and look at the license plate. This was my son's idea.
69 401k. I can see that.
Yeah, yeah. I guess if I'll never will, but if I wanted to sell it, I guess it could be worth a 401k.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I've got two boys. One lives in Missouri and one lives in Danville, Illinois, or Danville, Indiana. And someday they're going to have to figure out how they're going to split this car up. I don't know what they're going to do, but something. They're going to do something. But they'll keep it. I mean.
Oh yeah. I don't blame them. I would too.
One time I came home from work at lunch hour. We'd hire a babysitter to watch them in the summer. And they were out here in the garage, and they had my floor jack, and the oldest boy was jacking the youngest boy up, and he was standing on it. He was jerking it out. And I said, hey, somebody's going to get hurt. I smelled gas. I said, you guys been playing in gas? No. Well, then the youngest boy said, Jason jacked your car up. I said, and then I knew what happened. He put that jack right underneath the gas tank, and I looked up underneath there, and he had that all caved in. He ruined that gas tank. Boy, I threw a fit. And then the youngest boy, I had a dent on the side where I bumped into a fence post, and he took spray paint, and he was trying to fix the dent, and he sprayed it with orange paint. But at that time, I'd parked it, and it wasn't coming out.
Right.
Yeah, them boys, they're going to hang on to it.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Let's hear it run.
All right, let's give it a start.
Started right up. Nice and smooth. Let me go around here from the back. Nice.
Yeah, the guy that done the machine work for me was a guy down south side of Indianapolis called Quinlan's. Real good machine shop, real good. I mean, he done everything for me I asked him to do, and was real fair about it. Real good machine shop, real good. Quinlan's, south side.
Well, this is one beautiful car.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's all right.
We've enjoyed it. We've done car shows. This time of year it's kind of tough for me because I farm a little bit too.
Right.
And it's kind of tough to get out, but when we're not working, we're playing.
Yeah.
And we've won some awards, some trophies with it. You know, we've done all right. It depends on the judges. If they're looking for bling, if they're looking for bling, I don't win. But if they're looking for originality, I'll usually win.
There you go. Yeah. Well, hey, I want to thank you for being on the show today.
I appreciate it.
And you know, you two have got a nice car here.
Well, I appreciate it. Yes, we enjoy it.
I hope to continue to see you around the car shows.
Oh, you will. You will. I'll still be there. I'll still be there.
We hope to see everyone next time on Awesome Cars Forever. Please hit the subscribe subscribe button, and we'll see you later. Thank you.
See you later.